The power of small habits. Hello and welcome. Let me ask you a simple question. What if your life could become better, not in 1 year, not in 1 month, but starting today? Many people believe they need a big change, a new job, a new house, more money, or a perfect plan. But what if the real answer is much smaller? Imagine this. You read just 1 page every day. You walk for only 5 minutes. You drink 1 more glass of water. You learn just 1 new English word today. It sounds too small, maybe even useless. But here is the surprise. Small habits can create big results. Not in 1 day, not in 1 week, but little by little, day after day. Our lives are made of daily actions. The things we do every day become our future. If we repeat good actions, our life slowly becomes better. If we repeat bad actions, our life slowly becomes harder. The good news is this. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to change everything today. You only need to start with 1 small step. Many successful people don't become successful because of 1 big decision. They become successful because they repeat small, good habits again and again. A writer writes 1 page. An athlete finishes 1 workout. A student studies for 20 minutes. 1 action looks small, but after hundreds of days, everything changes. Think about a tree. A tree does not grow in 1 night. Every day, it grows a little. You cannot see the change every morning, but after a few years, it becomes strong and tall. Good habits work in the same way. They grow quietly. They grow slowly. But one day, you look back and see a completely different life. Today, we will discover why small habits are so powerful. We will learn how they change your brain, how they change your future, and how you can start today with something so easy that almost anyone can do it. Maybe 1 small habit will change your life. Let's begin. Before we talk about success, let's understand 1 simple question. What is a small habit? A small habit is a very easy action. It takes only a few minutes. Sometimes it takes less than 1 minute. It is so small that you have no excuse not to do it. For example, reading 1 page, doing 1 push-up, drinking 1 glass of water, writing 1 sentence, learning 1 new English word. These actions look very small. Many people think they are not important. They say, 1 page can't change my life, or 1 push-up is nothing. But they forget something very important. Small actions become big results when we repeat them. Think about saving money. If you save just $1 every day, it doesn't feel special. But after 1 year, you have much more than you expected. Habits work in the same way. Every small action is like putting 1 brick on a wall. 1 brick is not a wall, but 1 brick every day can build a strong house. Now, let's think about another question. Why do so many people fail to build good habits? The answer is simple. They try to do too much. They feel excited. They make a big plan. They say, I will exercise every day for 2 hours. I will read 50 pages every night. I will wake up at 5 o'clock every morning. For a few days, everything feels great. But then they become tired. Life becomes busy. They miss one day, then another day. Soon, they stop completely. This happens because the habit was too big. The goal was too difficult. A small habit is different. It is easy. It is simple. It does not make you feel stressed. When something is easy, your brain says, I can do this, and you do it again tomorrow, then the next day, and the next. This is how a habit begins. Many people believe motivation is the key, but motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel excited. Some days you don't. If you wait for motivation, you may wait for a long time. Small habits don't need strong motivation. They need one simple decision. Just start. Even if it is only 1 minute. Remember this. It is better to do one small action every day than one big action once a month. Small habits teach your brain one important message. I am someone who keeps going. That message is powerful because after your identity changes, your actions begin to change too. And when your actions change, your life slowly changes. So don't ask yourself, how can I change my whole life today? Instead, ask, what is one small thing I can do today? That one small thing may be the beginning of something amazing. Now you know what small habits are. But here is another question. Why do they work so well? The answer is simple. Small habits are easy to repeat, and repetition is more powerful than perfection. Many people want to be perfect. They want the perfect plan, the perfect time, the perfect mood. But perfect moments are rare. Small habits help you start, even on difficult days. Imagine 2 people. The first person goes to the gym for 2 hours on Monday. Then they stop for 2 weeks. The second person exercises for just 5 minutes every day. Who will become stronger after 1 year? Most people think the first person works harder. But the second person is building a habit, and habits grow stronger with time. This is the secret. Small actions become powerful because they happen again and again. Think about a tiny drop of water. 1 drop is nothing, but thousands of drops can fill a bottle. Millions of drops can fill a lake. Small habits work in the same way. One small action may not change your life today, but many small actions can change your future. Now, think about learning English. If you study for 10 minutes every day, it may not feel like much. But after 1 month, you know many new words. After 6 months, you understand more videos. After 1 year, you speak with more confidence. You did not become better in 1 day. You became better 1 day at a time. This is called progress. Progress is often slow. Sometimes you cannot see it. And that is why many people quit too early. They say nothing is changing. But change is happening. It is just happening quietly. Think about planting a seed. On the first day, you see only the soil. On the second day, nothing changes. After 1 week, maybe still nothing. But under the ground, the seed is growing. One day, a small green plant appears. Then it becomes bigger, then stronger. Good habits are like that seed. You may not see results at first, but every small action helps you grow. There is another important idea. Every habit sends a message to yourself. When you read today, you tell yourself, I am a reader. When you exercise today, you say, I take care of my body. When you practice English today, you say, I am an English learner. These messages are powerful because little by little, they become part of who you are. You are not changing only your daily routine. You are changing your identity. And when your identity changes, your habits become easier. You no longer do something because you have to. You do it because it is part of your life. So remember this simple idea. Big success does not usually come from one big moment. It comes from many small moments. One choice. One action. One day. Again and again. That is the quiet power of small habits. And anyone can start, even today, even with one very small step. Now, let's look at some real-life examples. Sometimes, a simple story can teach us more than a long explanation. Imagine a student. His English is not very good. He wants to speak fluently. At first, he feels afraid. He thinks, there are too many words. The grammar is difficult. I will never speak like a native speaker. So, he does nothing. Days pass, weeks pass. Nothing changes. Then, one day, he makes a small decision. He will learn only 5 new words every day. Just 5. It sounds easy. After 1 week, he knows 35 new words. After 1 month, he knows more than 150 words. After 1 year, he has learned more than 1,000 words. He did not become fluent in one night. He became better one small step at a time. Now, imagine another person. She wants to become healthier. She does not join an expensive gym. She does not follow a difficult diet. Instead, she starts with one simple habit. Every evening, she walks for 10 minutes. Some days she feels tired. Some days it is cold. But 10 minutes feels easy. So she keeps going. After a few weeks, walking becomes normal. Then she starts walking for 15 minutes. Later, 20 minutes. A few months later, she feels stronger. She has more energy. She sleeps better. Everything started with just 10 minutes. Here is one more example. Think about a writer. Many people believe writers finish a whole book quickly, but that is usually not true. Many writers simply write one page every day. One page does not look impressive, but after 1 year, those pages become a complete book. This is the magic of consistency. Small actions become big achievements when we repeat them. Now, think about your own life. Maybe you want to read more. Maybe you want to save money. Maybe you want to exercise. Maybe you want to learn English. You do not need to do everything today. Choose one small habit. Only one. Make it so easy that you cannot say no. For example, read one page. Practice English for 5 minutes. Drink one extra glass of water. Write one sentence in a notebook. Smile at one person. Clean your desk for 2 minutes. These actions are simple, but simple does not mean weak. Simple actions become powerful when you repeat them every day. Always remember this. Small habits are like tiny keys. Each key looks small, but one small key can open a very big door. Maybe today you cannot see the result. That is okay. Keep going. Trust the process. One day, you will look back and realize something amazing. Your life changed not because of one big decision, but because you never stopped taking small steps. Now you know that small habits can change your life. But here comes the most important question. How can you build a small habit and keep it? The good news is this. You do not need a perfect plan. You only need a simple system. Let's look at a few easy ideas. First, make it very small. Don't start with a big goal. If your habit feels difficult, make it smaller. Want to read? Start with 1 page. Want to exercise? Start with 1 minute. Want to improve your English? Learn one new word today. Remember, the goal is not to do a lot. The goal is to start. Second, choose the same time every day. Habits become stronger when they have a place in your daily routine. For example, read 1 page after breakfast. Practice English before bed. Drink a glass of water after you wake up. When you connect a new habit to something you already do, it becomes easier to remember. Third, don't miss 2 days in a row. Everyone has busy days. Everyone feels tired sometimes. Missing 1 day is normal, but try not to miss the second day. 1 missed day is a pause. 2 or 3 missed days can become a new habit. So if you forget today, simply start again tomorrow. Don't give up. Fourth, celebrate small wins. Many people only celebrate big success, but every small step matters. Finished 1 page? Great. Learned 1 new word? Well done. Walked for 5 minutes? That's progress. When you feel proud of small wins, your brain wants to repeat them, and that helps the habit grow. Fifth, be patient. This is very important. Good habits need time. Sometimes you won't see results for weeks, sometimes even longer. But that does not mean your effort is wasted. Every small action is building your future. Think about building a house. You cannot finish it in one day. You build it brick by brick. Your habits work the same way. One action, one day, one step at a time. And here is one more idea. Don't compare yourself with other people. Everyone has a different journey. Someone may be faster. Someone may be slower. That is okay. The only person you should compare yourself with is the person you were yesterday. If you are a little better today, you are moving in the right direction. Before we finish, I want to give you a small challenge. Not for next week, not for next month, for today. Choose one small habit. Write it down. Keep it simple. Then do it today. Tomorrow, do it again. And the day after that. You don't need to change your whole life overnight. You only need to take the next small step. Because small habits may look tiny today, but they can create a future that is bigger than you ever imagined. So let's remember what we learned today. Small habits may look simple. They may look too easy, but they have incredible power. A small action repeated every day can create a big change. You don't need to change your whole life in one day. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment. You only need to begin. One small step, one small choice, one small habit. Because your future is created by the things you do every day. The person you become tomorrow depends on the actions you take today. If you read a little every day, you become a reader. If you practice every day, you become better. If you keep learning, you become wiser. If you take care of yourself, you become stronger. Never underestimate small progress. A small improvement every day may seem invisible, but after months and years, it can completely change your life. Remember the tree we talked about earlier? A tree starts as a tiny seed. Nobody sees the tree on the first day. But with time, sunlight, and care, it grows. Your dreams are like that seed. Your small habits are the water and sunlight. Keep taking care of them. Keep moving forward. Even when progress feels slow. Even when nobody notices. Because one day, you will see the results. And you will thank yourself for not giving up. If you enjoyed this podcast and learned something new, please don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more simple English lessons, stories, and inspiring podcasts. And I would love to hear from you. Write a comment and tell me, what small habit are you going to start today? I will read your comments and I would love to know your ideas. Remember, small habits create big changes. Keep learning